FIBA's Atlantic Edge as the final day of group play is upon us with 2 places up for grabs in the quarterfinals. It's Cape Verde and Rwanda to tip off here in Mozambique as the final chapters of this AfroBasket's group stages come to an end. 2 fascinating encounters we have as Cape Verde and Rwanda open up the fixtures today, and then later on we'll have a battle royale as Cote d'Ivoire and the Congo DR will close out this portion of the AfroBasket. It's been really fascinating to see how everything has all played out. But Group A sees Cote d'Ivoire at the top there, undefeated. They'll be looking to carry that on. Cape Verde and Congo DR there in the middle, and Rwanda unable to pick up a win just yet. At the end of this one team will advance directly to the quarterfinals, one on top, and then the other 2 teams will go into the classification to the quarterfinals in a cross pool with Group B. It's going to be fascinating indeed as Cape Verde, as they come off that narrow loss to the Democratic Republic of Congo, 81-82. They'll be looking to pick up their momentum. Some great play from Ivan Almeida and Will Tavares alongside Eddie Tavares on the inside. I think it's time to help unpack this with one of the continent's finest who's conquered the continent twice. Joining me today is Ife Ibekwe, and Ife, this one promises to be a really great game.
It has been a long week here at Navim, Angola. The way that these teams have been playing for their national team, playing for pride. So I cannot wait to see the tip-off of the last games of Group A.
Rwanda have showcased their resilience and determination. That has seen them lose just both their games by single digits. They were just a couple of steps short in the opening encounters, and they would feel that they may be 1 step away from picking up a win in this tournament. They have Coach Sheikh Sarr with their bronze medal category, picking up the first continental medal for them in the AfroCan. And he'll be looking to try and build on that performance right here, close out this tournament with a win.
Yeah, you talk about Rwanda and how they're playing as they come out. Even though they haven't picked up the win, this is a young team that competes from the start to the finish. They lost by 8 to Cote d'Ivoire, lost by 7 to Congo. So even though the WAFs are less experienced, they are driven and a vibrant team.
They have some veteran leadership that they can deal on, and that's the captain there, Diodon Dizeye, 34 years old he is, and looking to lead, but it's Habimana and Robbins, the key to the offense. Habimana with his ball distribution, facilitation skills, the use of his height at the position, holding the fort at the point guard position, and William Robbins with his sharp shooting, trying to open up the perimeter, space the floor, and give an opportunity for Hasten Ward to try to go to work inside the paint.
We saw that last game that when they played against Congo, how they were throwing fresh legs at Habimana to get him out of that rhythm, and it kept him for so long in that first half. But that second half after that came off of halftime, he picked it up and was able to end the game with 16 points.
93rd rank in the world. They rank 15 coming into this tournament. Coach Sheikh Sarr has been at the helm since 2021, looking to close out this tournament in style. Cape Verde, well, such a narrow loss coming down to the last shot, and Dali was the one who took the win away from them. They have had a day to take it all in, and back on the floor they will come. Ivan Almeida, he has been a standout inside the paint with 17 points, 10 boards, a double-double average, and alongside his other Franco partner, Eddie Tavares, they've been hard to stop.
Even with 1 win, 1 loss, the Blue Sharks entered with the season scoring and a big interior presence. They are an experienced team who will look to control this game because they won 1 and lost 1, so they know the tempo that they need to bring in today's game.
3 times he's been voted the EuroLeague's best defender, Eddie Tavares. 221, he leads from the front. They look for him inside the paint. National anthems though now.
Now the national anthem from Cape Verde.
The exchange of the gifts, and in 2021, when Emmanuel Trovoada was in charge, Cape Verde became the smallest country to ever qualify for a World Cup, finishing 4th in the AfroBasket. They'll be looking to reclaim some of that form here in this one. Standing in front of them, though, a very persistent, a very strong Amavubi from Rwanda. The referees that will be in charge of this one: Kingsley Ojebulu from Nigeria, Mahamadou Diallo from Mali, and Jan Davidson from Madagascar. They've done a good job so far, have the officials, and they'll have a very tough job ahead of them once again.
You know, it's always brings me joy to hear the national anthem from both national teams and the way that they are singing their national anthem with pride. So this is going to be a good game.
Starting five for Rwanda: Furaha, Robbins, Habimana, Ward, and Dizeye. They get the start.
Facing elimination round, Rwanda needs to push the tempo, utilizing quick transition plays and create early scoring opportunities to get the rhythm in this game.
A player turned coach, and you look at Coach Sheikh Sarr. He's been in charge of both Rwandan men and women's national team, the Senegalese maestro, and he'll be looking to pick up the first tournament win and end this one with a lot of pride. Standing in front of him is a very, very tough task, but both these teams have played pretty well in their first two games. Coach Sheikh Sarr for Rwanda, the head coach of the Senegalese national team, the 2014 Basketball World Cup. And here is Cape Verde starting five. It's Lima, Tavares, Ivan Almeida, Beto Gomez, and the 2-meter-21, Eddie Tavares.
The Blue Sharks offense thrives on a dominant interior. They work through Eddie Tavares, but also they have players that can light it up on that three-point line. So they'll be ready to shoot some quick threes in this game.
Talked about Coach Trovoada. Responsible for modernizing their tactics and preparing them for AfroBasket. You see a focus on the defensive side, and some feel that Cabo Verde punches above their weight in the continental stage, and they've done a great job of doing that. That 1-point loss, though, it will be at the back of the players' minds, and how quickly they bounce back, central to how they start this game.
If Rwanda, the keys to the game is to play fast so that the defense of Cape Verde doesn't get sacked, because once Eddie Tavares is in that paint, it's very hard for them to score. So making sure they're boxing out, getting those rebounds, and running in transition. And if you're Cape Verde, I mean, Eddie Tavares is the man to go to. You play inside and out through him, and Almeida, having him start fast on that three-point shot and attacking the basket is what Cape Verde needs to lead this way in this game.
And maybe that front court matchup: Hasten Ward, 12.5 points, 7.5 rebounds. The 24-year-old is impressive. Stands 2'3". He's the tallest player on the Rwandan lineup. When Eddie Tavares, 13 points, 13.5 rebounds for Cabo Verde, 221. He towers over most inside the paint, and that's why the call out there from Mifi to try and get him the ball to be the focal point of the offense.
You got a 6, 21, 20, 22, okay? All right, let me remind you, when you play transition, when you go to down, make sure when 5 is screening or 4 and diving, 4-man look for this pass.
E lado, e depois continuamos a jogar. Box out, 1 contra 1, defesa forte. Se conseguimos parar, não deixem os lançadores entrarem em jogo. Não deixe os lançadores entrarem.
Ele começa, ok? Vamos ver atrás. 1, 2, 3,
Time about to come back in. Cabo Verde, they're ready, and so are Team Rwanda.
Cape Verde must impose themselves in the paint, fueling offense through Eddie Tavares, rebounding dominance, and that would actually stop Rwanda. But if you're Rwanda, you must disrupt the rhythm, turning your defense into offense with high energy pressure and limiting Cape Verde's dominance off the glass.
Dominance on the glass is what they've been able to do. Cape Verde, 47 rebounds a game. They share the ball specifically well. You look at some of their averages, 78 points a game for Cabo Verde to the 64 of Team Rwanda. Ball control and possession, taking care of the basketball. They've turned the ball over 20 times a game, have Rwanda, and that's going to be a key to them holding and staying competitive in this one, because Cape Verde only turned the ball over 12 times a game in their first 2 games. The matchup set and talked about what that front court matchup looks like. Wade, Ward, and Tavares. And it's Ward. Wins the jump ball into the hands of Nori Habimana. Now pressure from Lima. Looking to get into their structured half court. Over, trying to get it up over. First block for big man Tavares. They pick up the ball.
And that's the defense we'll likely see throughout this game from Eddie Tavares, being able to block people's shots in the paint.
Immediately into the zone. Lima lines up a 3-ball, drops it right in.
We talk about that inside-out game for Cape Verde, but now we know that they have 3-point shooters on their team, so Rwanda needs to get a handout on the shooters.
Second AfroBasket for Patrick Lima, and he gets a sprightly start there from the 3-point line. Robbins trying to find the reply to the big hands of Tavares. Almeida. Gomez. The kick out to Behu Gomes. That one comes off front. Habimana quickly pushing the ball up. Looking to get transition points. The defense still holds there for the Blue Sharks. And a jab, Furaha sent away again. Tavares, you've got to be careful around him.
You see Furaha just not posting up. He's playing face-up basketball and trying to use his quickness around Tavares, but Tavares is just too tall and too long and blocks another shot, which is second block of today's game so far.
University of Arkansas, Fort Smith is where Furaha plays. That's going to be another shot clock violation. 2 great defensive possessions there for Cabo Verde. We'll look to turn the defensive stuff here into 2 points or 3 points on the other side. Patrick Lima. Beto Gomez can't hold. Ward gets in front. Will Tavares calls Eddie to the top. Gomes now on the hard drive. Contact inside.
You see here Gomes, he can't shoot the 3-point shot, but he can also attack if they're overplaying him as he drives to the basket and it just goes out of bounds on him.
Habimana right out. So now that's the 3rd consecutive turnover here from Rwanda.
We talked about their turnovers and they need to limit it because that three turnovers, they've been averaging a turnover a minute so far.
Still looking for that first field goal. Almeida. Tavares attacking into the hand step of Eddie Tavares. So shot clock violation called on the floor.
Good defensive movement and rotation from Rwanda. They need to now push the ball and set up in their offense. There's no one really posting up inside for Rwanda, as they want to have that paint open and free and not have Eddie Tavares inside.
So they counter with some great defense of their own. Nori Habimana, Ward, lined it up. Lima, Combs, quick fire shot, and Eddie Tavares couldn't hold it inside the paint there. Low scoring start. Just 3 points on the board in 3 minutes of play. Almeida trying to work that partnership that has worked for Cabo Verde with Tavares. Baseline shot, well contested though. Goes it right there to drop it right in.
Just an all-around player, always around the basket, doing the stuff that you don't see on the stat sheet as he gets his first points of the game.
Nori. Pressured by Lima. 5-second call. Didn't get a chance to bounce the ball there. Habimana held it just a little too long. And the call comes in. And another Rwandan turnover, unfortunately, for the Amavubi. Tavares. Dancing, dribbles, drops it in.
Oh, what a beautiful move from Will Tavares. He had 16 points in the last game, and the way that he stepped up on that close loss, I definitely think he's going to bring the fire and the heat this game.
Ball turned into Lima's hands. Now they out in transition. Uncharacteristic miss from Will Tavares. Great work, though, on the defensive end again. At some stage, Rwanda have to turn this defense into a score on the other side.
They're getting the stops that they want, but they just need to convert on the offensive flow. I mean, it's very hard when you have Eddie Tavares just camping out on the block. He's not allowing anybody to come into side of his paint. So just maybe Ward being the one to just set screens to take Eddie out of that zone, out of the paint.
Again, trying to get the big man right out. Robbins. This is corralled by Gomes. Almeida. Lima, all sorts of time and space. Now you see the big man into the path of Gomes. Gomes puts it up again. Now Tavares still can't finish, and Gomes finally, fourth chance opportunity, they get it to go.
I told you, he's always around the basket, knowing how to move without the basketball and fighting and being relentless on the O boards.
9 unanswered points here. We've had just over 4 minutes to play. A timeout called. Rwanda still looking for their first score.
All right, we need a better execution on two. We are standing too long, especially when the foreman is here and point guard get the ball. You need to go quicker. Attack, continue popping. Take that shot. You only miss it one time. Okay? Continue popping. You get that shot. You take it. Okay? On down, both of you are diving. Okay? If your first screen.
Work inside there from Gomes. You see the consistent pressure on the boards, and that is just pure size being utilized inside the front court. And Emmanuel Trovoada looking on. Coutinho Gomes, 4 points, 4 boards, 2 of 3 from the field. Looks like he's going to get his first breather as Captain Kennedy Mendez heads in. Thought he had some great energy in that loss to Cote d'Ivoire. Contributed 7 points, 2 boards. Now, Rwanda looking for First points in this final Group A clash. Vimana could get pressure release whenever they look for the score. Furaha. Shot clock winding down into the path of Almeida. Now Almeida holds it up and kicks to Mendez. Tavares to Tavares. Lima. Extra kick out. Kennedy Mendez dancing inside. Footwork is good, and so is the finish.
Oh, what way to have that body control as he goes up for that basket.
There's that energy and the spark from the captain, Tavares. I think he got a little touch on that. Tough to score. Furaha hustles it and gets the first 2 points. A little bit of contact. You see, no, as a nice sportsmanship moment between Furaha and Mendez, but back they count. Chance for the big man to work. Perfection from Will Tavares.
Too easy for Will Tavares. The way that he's bringing the energy this game, I think he had the impact of that hard loss of the last game.
Apananda Ward shows the frustration there. Can't find what he's looking for. Mendez. The Wiley, Ivan Almeida. Another 3 ball, and that one spins out from Tavares. 11-point lead. Fizeye.
Just not the rhythm you want for Rwanda to just get up the ball off the floor and just take that 3-point shot in front of Eddie Tavares. You pump fake, attack the basket, create the foul, or attack the basket and dish to your teammate.
We're heading into the final 3 minutes of the first. Eddie Tavares kick out to Almeida. Lima will fire off a 3, and Lima leans into one, knocks down the 3 ball.
He was ready, and it started from Almeida on that assist pass.
Isaiah with a quick shot.
Again, another quick shot for Rwanda, just not with their rhythm that they should be playing in right now, especially this game.
Quicker pace might just suit the offense here of Cabo Verde. Ward trying to keep the handle, does. Ward drop off to Isaiah, not going to be open inside the paint. Tavares another block.
The way that Rwanda is playing is out of their rhythm. They're playing to the pace of Cape Verde, and that's what Cape Verde wants. But if you're Rwanda, just set up, run. If you don't have a transitional flow, then it's okay to step out as Eddie Tavares goes out. This is an opportunity for them to attack the basket or have some post play.
Now we will get a chance to see how they adapt without Tavares on the floor. It has had an impact throughout this tournament in the first 2 games whenever he's been off, and allow teams to just play with a little bit more freedom inside. He's been highly impactful though when on the floor.
He's definitely a presence to be had for Cape Verde.
Gomes. He is another 7-footer, is Kevin Gomes. Pressure there on Almeida. Lima. Lima fires off the shot again. This one goes right up and over the backboard, and they won't get the desired outcome on this possession.
This is a chance for Rwanda to score on this offensive moment, especially since Eddie Tavares is out. They can settle in and understand the flow of this game so far. It's an aggressive and high-intensity game, but this young team can definitely continue to bring some energy and some scoring in the rest of the first quarter.
There is a long-range shot from Toa, and that is maybe the spark that they were looking for on the offensive end.
I think he heard us on this side of the court.
Maybe listening in. Mendez battles, now the feed to Gomes. That's nice work there. Draws 3 defenders, and Nassim is seen. Passes to Gomes, and he'll go up for the shot.
Yeah, you see here just Ward fouling him on that shot, and we know that Ward gets in foul trouble early on, so hopefully he understands that he doesn't need to foul because he's a great post presence for Rwanda, but great move by Gomes to be strong and go up on that shot.
Second AfroBasket for Kevin Gomes. His last time he represented the country was in 2015. Plays his basketball in Portugal and Spain, but also a part of Creole Star in the Basketball Africa League. He gets the second one to fall in. Extends it up to 13 points. Clark. It's in the hands of Ward. Feed out now. Gumanwari is stripped. Off to the races is Almeida. That is beautiful play from Almeida. Wow. The pass, so amazing.
Yeah, you see here Almeida going up, passing it behind his back for a layup from his teammate, Delgado.
Shades of magic being shown there from Van Almeida. Jump ball called. Just so creative going downhill. There's not too many things that he lacks in terms of offense, Almeida, and he showcased passing on that play.
He brings the energy on offense and defense, can be scrappy. He shows up and doing things outside of the stat sheet. He's just the overall energizer bunny for Cape Verde.
35.5 minutes. That's what he's played for Cabo Verde on the floor. Delgado trying to work with Mendez, trying to make the extra pass. Ward does enough to steal it back. The kick to the corner. There is another three-baller. Shama gets his first shot to fall.
Well, that's a good play right there where they brought the ball up in transition and just fired up at that three-point line.
That's a much better execution here from Rwanda. Ward steals it back now. He stepped out of bounds. Gomes a little bit worse for wear out of that contact situation.
You see here on the play, Ward against Gomes. I think he got hit in the face as he heads to the bench.
Still, the timeout is called on the floor. Gomes will be able to receive some attention. See him on the side there. It's 20 points to 8. It's a 12-point differential. Timeout call.
Colhem seus lançadores. Eu já chamei a atenção a isso. É a única forma que eles têm de entrar no jogo. Bola fora 2 da seguinte forma. Yeah? Ivan é que marca a bola fora. Certo? Kevon, toma atenção aqui, Kevon. Bloqueio. Anime. Bom, Michel vai receber logo um bloqueio teu. Michel para dentro, tu embaixo, puto, atento e anime. Que faz pop, tu faz pop. Vamos, bora, bora. Bora, vamos.
Rapaz, ó menino, custa. Rapaz, por favor. Rapaz, por favor, que eu não perdi nenhum possession. Não joga tudo possession. Tudo possession da count.
6 points, Patrick Lima, sharp shooting. He's got the only 2 3-pointers for Cabo Verde in this first quarter. Now the timeout with this final 10 seconds left on the clock. Almeida to inbound. Goes. Mendez cuts it. Shot clock, game clock down now. Almeida will shoot the long three. And it'll come off the front iron though. A good first quarter for Cabo Verde as they stay firmly in control. They lead by 12 points on the back of the 6 points from Lima. Some good defense on the interior from big man Eddie Tavares. 3 boards and 3 blocks and 4 rebounds. At the end of first, it's Cape Verde 20, Rwanda 8.
The way that we saw Cape Verde come out this game, they're leading 60% from the 2, 29% from the 3-point line, and have shot 2 for 2 for free throws, and just 17% for Rwanda on the 2s. And they just need more rhythm and flow on that offense. They've been rushing their shots and not really getting set up and playing to the favor of Cape Verde.
Let's have a look at some of those first quarter plays, and Here's a look at Almeida. Trying to put that up with Gomes with all of the energy on the interior. He's been active on the outside for most of the tournament, but changing it up just a little bit. We've seen a lot of that from Will Tavares throughout his ability to attack the paint, and there another great example.
Yeah, the way that they play together and just the way that they pass and facilitate the ball, they're just relentless on the offensive boards, as you see again between Eddie Tavares and Gomes, just going back at it, and then Lima driving to the basket, passing it to Gomes, and him doing a fantastic Euro step to make that shot. But you see here just the hustle of Ferrara as he gets that steal and lays the ball up.
Took him about 5 minutes to get that first bucket here. Scan the QR code, download the app, and you can stay in touch with the FIBA basketball world as the FIBA Asia Cup draws to a close and we head to the quarterfinal stages of the AfroBasket in 2025. You can catch all that action. Register, scan, be a part of what is unfolding here. So Mutabazi in for Coach Sheikh Sar to start out this second quarter. Prince Toa. 3 points for him, 3 points for Shema, and 2 for Faraha. That's how they compile their 8. Bizimana also, and this is strong. Oh, wow! That is Hasten Ward doing Hasten Ward things.
We saw him do that multiple times already in this tournament as he has 2 points for Rwanda.
Almeida caught in trouble. Another bit of energy here for Rwanda. They can try to build a run of the dunk there from Ward, but there is a turnover. Well, contact call rather. Ward trying to walk his way back, and we've seen his high-flying antics. Just chasing down the ball and puts it right up and over. Add that one to the poster series. In the long reel of highlight plays we've seen in AfroBasket 2025 unfolding here in Namib. Finds a seam of space, and Mutabazi's on the board.
That's a great way for him to come off the bench and bring some offensive contributions to the Blue Sharks, the Wasps.
Quick 4-0 run to start out. Ideal here for Amavubi. Now, Delgado pull back, and that is, well, fantastic individual offense from Anim Delgado.
Yeah, we've talked about how Cape Verde knows how to shoot threes, and they can do it very well.
The kick out to Ward, trying to ride his own energy after making that dunk to push to Correa. He'll hold up in transition. Mendez, head down, attacking and finishing.
Great move from Mendez to continue to attack the basket and being aggressive on the offensive end.
Now trying to counter quickly, Mutabazi. Correa gets a hand on it. Stolen back. New flow and tempo to the second quarter. Delgado, super long range shot. Well, short that was. Sometimes those are the shots that get you on the bench. Now the pass from Mutabazi. Ward, a little bit out of control, and they turn it over.
Rwanda just needs to slow it a bit down, get into their offense, and take advantage that Eddie Tavares is not in, Ivan Almeida is not in. Just run the sets, and that's exactly what they need to do. Get them stops and scores, but play as a team.
An opportunity missed for Rwanda. Here's Gomes. Opts for the kick out. Delgado. Mendez shot. Mendez, all good, and it's Captain Fantastic with 3 points.
You know that they can shoot the ball when Eddie Tavares is not in. This team knows how to facilitate the ball on the perimeter to knock down those shots.
Into the passing lane they go. It's Kennedy Mendez again. Mutabazi looking for the counter, loses the handle. The pass is good, and he'll get it up in time. Oh, great court vision.
That was saved from Grace.
Saved the possession. Great work.
Now we see them in a 1-2-2 zone, just trying to slow the rhythm down of Cape Verde.
Counter comes here. Ball is pitched to Almeida, and he hits. And Joao Almeida, long-range assassin, will bring a timeout. Can't give him that amount of time and space, and a proven shooter hits the open shot. 30 points to 14. 6:42 left here in the second.
That easy pass like from here to here. We stop it. Hey, we are down how many? 15. We need to have a press to come back. But you guys are learning the press. You are coming here. It's still supposed to be here. You're playing 4.
Well, Captain Canetti Mendez rather, it is his birthday, and nothing more than for Captain to try and pick up a win. And haven't celebrated too many birthdays at a tournament, but I know how much a win means for anybody on the floor.
Not only a win, but the way that he's playing so far, the captain has 6 points already for Cape Verde. Happy birthday.
Dois bloqueios, a partir do segundo bloqueio está tudo aberto. Rol que vão, mais bloqueio do outro lado. Olha os cones, onde o Joel está num cone. Usa a transição e ataca forte para vocês. Bem, eu sei disso, mas tem vantagem.
É picador. Vamos ser picador. Esse ajuda tudo.
Claro.
Otherwise, the 4-man will back up. Okay? No, we leave it. Need to play basketball. We leave it.
Take them high. Let's go. Continue defense. Defense on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Well, 6 points for Captain Canetti Mendez. He turns 35 today. And some sharp shooting from Cabo Verde as they unlock the 3-point line in that last series of plays. 4 of 10 now from the outside.
A team that can definitely play inside and outside. They are all prepared to knock down the 3-point shot, but also be able to be aggressive and attack the basket.
So now there's a review as the referees just having a look at, first of all, the foot placement of Almeida, and they'll have a look at the clock. And it's confirmed the 3-pointer from Almeida on the outside there. So confirmation comes, score move up to 31. Rwanda trying to seize back some momentum with counter high pressure defense, full court press being thrown right here at Cabo Verde. Ward. Shot is short, it's picked up and passed in, and there is work on the interior as Furaha draws the contact inside.
That's exactly what Rwanda needs to do, is just be aggressive to the basket, find your open teammate, and continuing to go up strong in the paint.
It's been quite aggressive in attacking the paint there. Furaha. Delgado walking away with a bit of a limp. He's probably going to have some attention seen to, and back in comes Will Tavares. Could you, Furaha, University of Arkansas, Fort Smith, also plays for the Patriots in Rwanda in the Rwandan Basketball League. 7.2 points, 6.5 rebounds for this team in the qualifiers. Misses both.
You know how I feel about missed free throws, as it's a time for you to, put some free points on the board.
Joel Almeida shot. Cleared and clean by Ward. Abimana in transition. perfect rhythm for Nori Habimana. Gets his first one from the outside.
This is a late start for him to put his first points on the board because he is one of the go-to players for Rwanda. He needs to get active and he needs to continue to be an offensive threat for the Wasps.
He had a slow start in that loss against the Côte d'Ivoire, but came alive in the fourth quarter. The ball tapped there by Gomez. Ended up with 18 points. Got a spark just a little bit earlier, does Habimana. They do rely on him quite a bit. Ward. He knocks in a three now, and back-to-back threes for Rwanda.
And we like to see this. They need to continue to get stops and score on the offensive end to cut the gap before halftime.
It's 11-point differential. Correa. Dropping off into the path there of Gomes. Gomes blows the layup.
Oh, that was just easy two-pointed basket for Gomes, but he was just swarmed by 4 blue jerseys.
Quickly up on defense was Almeida. Forced the kick out from Habimana. Might like this matchup here with Mendes. Pass to Furaha. Strong on the shot. Just a bit of a forced shot there from Furaha. Now Almeida's shot is blocked by Ward. Long arms, quick jump.
They're getting those stops that they want, but they need to score on the offensive end.
Another three ball goes up. Mutabazi trying to get a third three here.
They just need to attack the basket. I don't know why they're settling for three-point shots.
The lane was wide open. Now in some trouble there is Will Tavares. Mendes bundles into the paint. The kick out to Almeida. This time fakes and drives in and gets the finish. Good work there from Joel Almeida.
And that's what happens when you are a three-point shooter. If somebody's running at you, you have the opportunity to drive to the basket.
13-point differential. Mutabazi shot sent away by Gomes. Trying to create a run of their own. Will Tavares. Again the fake and drive. The pull-up this time. Strong from Almeida.
Again, another stop from Rwanda, but let's see if they can convert. And they turn the ball over. And that's just, you could just talk about their inexperience and how young they are. They are playing with a high intensity, and we like to see that with teams. But you have to be smart and poised, especially being down 33-20. They're getting the stops, but they're just not correcting that on the offensive end.
So a timeout called here. They've done a great job of securing extra possessions. It's the conversions thereof that's the issue. 33-20, 3:41 left in the second.
You go as a 4. You go as a 4, okay? You go as 2. All right, now, look, we're going home. No, it's out, it's out. We go in normal horns, okay? We go to Gaston side. Gaston, you pop. Look for the threes. They switch a lot, but we don't read the switching, okay? Go to this side, look for the shooters, for you.
Gaston is in horns?
Normal. You have 5, he's 4. We go to inside, you pop, dive here, look for the shot, okay? If you don't have it, pass the ball, continue.
Highlight play there from Ward attacking the rim, and we've seen his ability to just levitate at times up top there. It's been a key feature. Certainly has impressed with his play inside the paint. 5 points and 3 rebounds. Debut for him. Played the 2024 Summer League with the Kings in the NBA, and for the main Celtics on the roster in the G League. Roberts. Habimana falls on the baseline. They pick up the ball again. Now Habimana from the corner. Strong shot. Cleared by Almeida. Correa. Caught in some trouble. Cardinal said, passes in the air, turn in from Dizeye, dropping in 2 points. Beautiful spin. Wonderful finish.
Well, from the captain stepping up, Dizeye just attack the basket, does a spin move and just lays it up pretty.
2 points for Dizeye. They back within 11. as close as they've been this quarter. Anderson Correa. The strong drive. That was a great piece of driving. Just couldn't get the finish on the inside there. Mendez. Ward, the extra pass. Dizeye. 5 straight points for the captain. As he goes and sparks this run back.
That's a good ball movement from Rwanda, how the ball went inside and out. It touched three blue jerseys, and they came up with that 3-point shot.
Lead back under double digits. Roseli Mendez called for the travel. So a series of 3 turnovers here, and you see Rwanda come back on the charge. So Lima in for Coach Trovawada and the Blue Sharks. A chance here for Sheikh Sar's Chargers. Habimana, great pass, and that's that man Dizeye again. 7 straight for him.
That was a great offensive play for Rwanda to have the captain come off of that screen and have an easy, direct pass from Habimana to Dizeye for his 7th point of the game.
Exploding for 7 straight points, bringing the game back here. Gomes. Guarded there.
Rwanda has been able to cut the lead because they've been playing defense. There was a little gaps in those times in the beginning of the second quarter where they just weren't scoring, but they were getting stopped. But now they've been playing a better offensive flow. So let's see how Cape Verde responds to that.
David Mutabazi trying to guard up at the top. The turn in is strong there from Tavares. Battle for the ball. Shot clock winds down. And Tavares is raised up. This is a good passage of play for Rwanda. They can make even more inroads into the lead here. So, Roseli Mendez out. Ivan Almeida given a rare breather. He's back on the floor.
Yeah, he was been sitting for a while now, and he's the Energizer Bunny for Cape Verde. So hopefully in the last minute and 23 seconds, he gives them some spark.
Mutabazi from the corner. Robains rises high. Robbins turns and fires. They still have the ball. Now another opportunity goes astray. 3 bites of the cherry. Couldn't bring it back within a 2-possession game. 6 points it is. Beto Gomes trying to go over Ward. That's nice composure inside the paint.
That's just a good body movement from the veteran player as he continues to lead the way. But again, on the offensive end, Rwanda is not letting up. They are a young team with drive and dedication to represent their country as they chip off on that scoreboard.
Dizeye's 9th point. He was part of the AfroCat All-Tournament team when they picked up a bronze in 2023. And providing the scoring leadership on the floor. Keeps it at 6 points, 24.6 seconds left. Explosion here for 9 points from Dizeye. Almeida. He's matched up against Dizeye. Turns. Almeida's shot is good, and that's a nice showcase of his versatility inside.
Yeah, and the composure, how he didn't fumble away. He went straight up and got the bucket.
Trying to counter punch. The Blue Sharks. Clock winds down. It's lobbed up top to Ward. And rather ambitious that last play from Habimana. It sees the ball fall into the hands of Almeida, and they will steal away or under some pressure. Scoring run towards the end there. But it's Cabo Verde 37, Rwanda 29. We will head to a halftime. Fascinating battle it was.
And Rwanda definitely picked it up on that 2-pointer. So it's 41%, 7 out of 17. But it's the 36% from Cape Verde that's keeping them in the game. And also the 23 rebounds to Rwanda's 15. And the way that they are playing. And here's the top scorers.
You see the work from Captain Dizeye Mendez, the other captain, the two captains leading the way for their respective teams. And it's the birthday boy, Kennedy Mendez, a little bit happier of the two captains as they head into the locker room. Time to discuss some strategy, and we'll get into second half action after we have a look at some of the second quarter plays.
Rwanda, even though they won 21 in the second half to 17, you see the dunk from Ward and just the layup from Mutabazi going and being aggressive to the basket.
There was the long-range shot from Delgado, and they in Cape Mendez with a burst of energy and a spark off the bench, able to just lead the way. Was inside and then pulled up from the outside, knocking down the shot.
You see here Rwanda just trying to make something happen, and they find that last second to Furara, and the three-point shot from Habimana. And as he was leading the way, and then again passing the ball to Ward as he got that three-point shot. This was the momentum time for Rwanda as they got into the offensive flow, but you see Almeida just driving to the basket. They're overplaying him on that three-point line.
This was the 9-point spurt, or rather the start of it, from Diodon Dizeye. The kick to the corner, the catch, the shoot, and the knockdown. And from that point, they decided that he's going to be the guy that will touch the ball. And he has given them the desired result every single time the ball's been in his hands.
And here Almeida coming off of that, being on the bench for so long, coming in and getting some points. So definitely a way to close the gap for both teams.
37-29, it's halftime. We'll be back with more action. Stay locked in.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they'd do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Get in transition. That goes in. It's denied. Are you kidding me? Kanute. I mean, he knew the defense was coming. He threw that up, and I don't think he knew it was going in.
That free throw trip a lot better for them. They'll be a little bit happier. There's a pass. Silas blocked.
Good hands-on defense by Koulibaly, and now Kanute behind the back goes in. And good night, Molly playing a bit of showtime here at the AfroBasket. The behind-the-back dive coming for Kanute. Are you kidding me, Coach?
Gets the pass to McCullum. Oh, wow. That is just great defense on the cover. Might be a 5-out lineup.
Yeah, I mean, he went to the bench with 2 fouls.
The dial. Oh, wow, wow, wow. What a shot to open up this second half.
I mean, that's the way you want to start this third quarter, by lighting it up on the three-point line and shooting with depth.
Turns, oh wow, what a fantastic move. Footwork, Superb finish, even better. Ball is stolen. Kita to Jallo, that's the spot he hit from earlier. Ball movement superb, and that is a highlight play for the team.
Goodness, we saw a nutmeg from Canute and then a throwdown. And coach, sorry to cut you off. We don't ever see nutmegs like that in the game of basketball.
Now, out on the break is Lukeni, chased down by Majokdeng. Excellent work.
That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
The half in review. Now we have a look at the top scorer in the first half. It's Yoran Dizeye, and all of these points came in a spurt at the end of the second quarter. Much needed leadership and scoring provided by the veteran leader on the floor. 4 of 7 from the field, and they came in a variety of ways.
Yeah, the captain is 4 for 7, 3 for 4 on the 2-point line and 1 for 3 on the 3, and he just sparked it up, and it was an energy booster for the Wasps to get this team going, to cut the lead in the second half, and he was just relentless, being at the right place at the right time and help facilitating that offensive flow for his team.
With Nori Habimana only picking up 3 points so far, he's led the team in scoring in the first 2 games for Rwanda. On the other side, the other captain, on his birthday, Kennedy Mendez, you see the work there, the dancing in the paint, and the finish with the left hand, but has been a spark and has continued to be that. Was that in the win, or the loss rather, to Cote d'Ivoire, and has stayed with the same energy, and it's given him some reward on the floor.
He is 3 for 3 at the field goals, 2 for 2 at the 2-pointers, and 1 for 1 on the 3-point line. Very high consistent shooting for the birthday boy, because he's probably happy he gets to celebrate the way that he's playing, but also the captain of Cape Verde showing up and being that offensive threat in this game is what he needs, and he continues to do that, and he leads the way for his team with 7 points.
There's only one way he'll be happy, and that's if their team can get this one across the line. But Rwanda, they will have different ideas about how that will all unfold. So great counter punching in the second quarter from Sheikh Sar and Team Rwanda, and they'll have to do the same in the second quarter. They pulled back just 3 points, and they'll have to pull back a couple more. We've always talked about the importance of that third quarter, and we've seen it play out throughout tournament play. In the final 2 games here of Group A, that's exactly what's going to need to happen. The team that starts better, the team that executes better out in this third quarter, set themselves up and try to pick up a win.
Hopefully Rwanda continues to take that momentum that they had in the second quarter. They were actually playing strong defense, getting stops, making it very hard for Cape Verde to score, but they just weren't able to convert for about a 4-minute span until they got that going from Captain Dizeye. And so hopefully they continue to play that tough defense, get those stops, and then run in that flow transition and get some scores. For Cape Verde, they have 20 points in the paint. We didn't really see much of Eddie Tavares, as he only played about 7 minutes and 30 seconds, but even with his contributions, he had 4 rebounds.
Yeah, still scoreless for Tavares, 4 boards, 3 blocks. and playing a facilitation role, but where he has not scored, Gomes has stepped up for his 6 points. 6 points for Patrick Lima, and they've spread the scoring as Kennedy Mendes, he leads the way there. For Team Rwanda on the other side, some extra spreading of the scoring. Ward's 5 points sparked with that dunk. Dizeye, we're seeing him lean into his scoring ability. He has got that in him, and I think we'll need to see a little bit more from the captain in the second. But Abimana, we've seen what he's done in previous encounters. The ability to score late in the second half seems to come alive in the second half, and for Rwanda, they'll be hoping that that'll be the case.
Yeah, we see every single player on Cape Verde has got into the game, but we want to see more contributions from Ivan Almeida to just continue to be that energizer bunny for Cape Verde, and maybe get that inside-outside game with Eddie Tavares going inside, and still the captain leading the way, and maybe continue to contribute on the offensive end.
Tavares being rested just a little bit. Not sure when we'll see him back on the floor, but I don't think it'll be too long before he does make a re-entry into the game for Cabo Verde. Has provided them with 13 points, 13.5 rebounds, perfect 4 for 4 from the free throw line, and a part of their World Cup squad. This is his third AfroBasket, and they are looking to create some history for the smallest nation to ever reach a FIBA World Cup, trying to replicate what they did in 2021 and maybe even go one better.
And how they got here, we see Desire with 9 points, Mutabazi with 4 rebounds, and Habimana with 3 assists. And we see the leader of the captains. Captain's doing it big today. Captain of Rwanda leading with 9 points as we take a look at the leaders for Cape Verde.
Mendes 7, Lima 6 rebounds, and Ivan Almeida with the 3 assists. Cabo Verde 20 points in the paint at 71%. That's been an area that they've been able to exploit. 19 bench points for them, 7 of them coming courtesy of that man who's still perfect from the field. You see it, 3 for 3. Yeah, perfect so far. He's going to want to continue that perfection. The lineup being used, have been interesting rotations being thrown in there from Coach Trovoada. Limited usage for Almeida and Tavares. Not sure if that's going to be a theme that continues in the second half.
And we talked about Cape Verde. They won one, lost one. They won against Congo 75-66, and they lost in that tough loss against Ivory Coast 82-81. And then for Rwanda, they lost 2 games. They lost to Cote d'Ivoire 78-70, and then the Congo 65-58. So they didn't even lose more than 8 points for either game. So this is a team that knows how to compete to the end of the game. And so we'll see what the energy is like when both teams come out. If you're Cape Verde, continue to run the offensive motion, playing inside out, having Almeida step up, having the ball touch to Eddie Tavares' hand. And then when you're Rwanda, you've been doing a great job getting those stops, but you got to convert on the offensive end, get stops, get scores, and just play with the rhythm that they played in the second quarter.
Both teams committing 9 turnovers apiece. Seeing 9 assists from Rwanda, 7 there for Cabo Verde. And in terms of the battle of the boards, it's Cabo Verde plus 5 in that first half. Second half action is about to get ready.
Ouçam o que eu vou dizer. Gostem aqui só bocado. Os gajos fazem 8 pontos no primeiro período porque parámos os lançamentos 3.
Screen, go out. Girl, look for you. You got this? Opposite. Screen.
Dificuldade, troca logo. Vamos, primeiro ataque, Will. 5, segundo, 4.
Download the app, scan the QR code, courtside 1891. That's where all FIBA action is. And you can get streams, you can get schedules and extra scores on the FIBA World action taking place throughout the world. Asia Cup, AfroBasket 2025, and the preliminaries to the EuroBasket. We have second half action about to get ready here in the MIB, Mosamed. Been the venue for Group A And Group C action, this is the second last game in the qualifying section of 2025 AfroBasket, and it starts with a turnover, 5-second call on Lima.
Well, that's good that Rwanda was playing tight defense, again, bringing in that momentum from the second quarter as they lead with this offense.
Well, that's the ideal start. They have the ball in hand now. Dizeye, Robbins, Habimana, kicks right out to Mutabazi. Habimana, quick fire shot. It's rebounded there into the hands of Will Tavares. Lima quickly up. Gomes seeing the pass there. Short pass, Eddie Tavares, first field goal, and that's a nice feed from Gomes. Back in on the floor, first bit of usage for Tavares. Hasten Ward. This is a matchup he would have been thinking about. The fake, the kick out. Robbins steps into a three. Now some contact inside the paint. Ivan Almeida's whistled for the foul. There's always going to be a bit of contact and a bit of toe, but you see the fall there actually buffered by Almeida's body.
I think he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time because he really didn't foul.
He's just a victim of circumstance. Dizeye trying to chase down his own miss. Lead pushed back up to 10 despite the extra possessions here for Rwanda. Tavares holding. Ward gets the deflection. Now the big man puts the ball on the floor. It's deflected once again. Persistent there. Pick that possession back. Habimana, the hesitation, sees him turn it over.
I think he wanted to take that three-point shot, but then thought about it in action, and you could just see he just thought about the three, but then just traveled, and another turnover for Rwanda.
Well, you have to like the energy on the defensive end from Rwanda. They haven't turned the extra possessions into points just yet.
Yeah, they've been playing defense. They just need to convert on the offensive end.
Tavares rises up. Will Tavares. Now it's tapped in there from Lima on the follow. Gets the friendly roll for the 2 points.
Yeah, he has 8 points and 6 rebounds so far.
Behind the back, Robbins searching for the reply. Ward now again has to consider his movement. Kicks out to Habimana. Long shot. Cleans up. Siphons it in there. Tavares dropped to Almeida. Patient. They hold here. Gomes kicks across. Now Lima on the step back, misses. There is the follow. Right place, right time, and Gomes would accept the 2 points.
He just knows how to move around the basket without the ball, as he has 8 points.
Now some ball pressure. Almeida again picks up his second. Quite quickly here in this third quarter. Trying to push up on Habimana, twisting and turning. And that's the friendly roll from Lima. And a work from Gomes. 2 offensive rebounds. Ward's hook shot. Have to think about how to get it up over the outstretched arm of Tavares. Almeida steps back. Shot is short, gets his own rebound back. Ward whistled for the last touch.
Both teams are trying to move in the flow where they can just get themselves facilitated on the offensive end. You see Cape Verde kind of rushing a little bit on offense, but hopefully they slow it down.
Not rushing right there is Almeida as 3 ball falls in. So search for one, gets another, and the lead It pushes right up now. 17 points. Robbins and Rwanda.
Again, just rushing a little bit on the offensive floor for Rwanda, just taking their time as Ward attacks the basket and gets the foul.
Can't keep Almeida out the game. Aguminwari in.
Onde estão os homens que assistem à limpeza do parquet? Cada num dos postos.
It's been a partner alongside Dizeye at club basketball for the better part of a decade. Two of them have followed each other in the RBL, the Patriots and Reg. And he's been a member of the team since 2017 as he gets in. Maybe that partnership and that duo can help bring Rwanda back. Ward, careless with the ball. Lima, the big man trailing. Tavares, well, there was a partial block and he still gets it to fall in.
The way that Tavares just ran up court and wanted that dunk as he leads with 4 points in today's game.
Second touch, second field goal for Big Will. And again, in the thick of the action, Ivan Almeida. Trying to get by Ward, reaches in. And here is Big Tavares on the trail. Ward trying to time it, but just powered right through.
Can't really stop that. You can't stop Eddie Tavares, especially if he's under the basket.
Chance to reset. Gomes, he has the ISO opportunity. Gomes turns. Gomes go to work, and there is Tavares again. Short range miss. Tavares, oh man! Says it with his chest, right there. Eddie Tavares throws one down on Ward.
The way that he is so long and big on that paint is there's nothing much you can do as he has 6 points.
Ward now, well, wants to get his own back. Attacking the paint there, Hasten Ward. See Ward rising up. Almeida underneath. And here is that play. The chase down from Tavares, misses the first one, decides that I'm not laying that up, throwing it right down.
Oh, just with aggression. You see 1 offensive rebound, 2 offensive rebound, 3 offensive rebound, and a slam dunk from Eddie Tavares.
Well, that's one way to get a field goal for sure. 6 points now for Tavares. Drafted 43rd by the Atlanta Hawks in 2014. Twice has won the EuroLeague. Once has been the EuroLeague MVP in the Final Four in 2023.
Just experience that he has throughout the world of basketball.
He can also throw a World Cup, FIBA World Cup in there, kick across. Mendez trying to work there against Dizeye. Open in the corner as well. Tavares, strong shot. Tapped back, Almeida going to be whistled for the backcourt. So now there is a call on the backcourt. Let me have a look here. Stepping in from the half court.
They could have used their coach's talent to review that, but it's they wanted to save it.
Happy to lose the possession though. Aguminwari shot. And that is nice from Aguminwari. Three ball needed. Back under 20. Oh, that slips out of the hands of Will Tavares as it goes out. Almeida, third foul, so he's got to go. Dizeye's pass finds Hagumanwari. Some space to work. Furaha. Pressured, now it's into the path of Dizeye. Fades away.
Oh, good cut to the basket, but just couldn't convert.
Rebounded by Tavares, been impactful, and there is a pass that doesn't get the finish as it teeters off the twine. Willing it in, doesn't quite go. Dizeye, smart footwork, out of control though. Rifles that off the front. Lobbed into Eddie Tavares. Now no chances being taken here by Agumanwari. Comes right in and holds the ball.
You see 4 blue jersey just swarm him on that pass to not even allow him to even try to attempt to put it up.
Well, after what happened the last time he caught it close range, they're not taking any chances here. Look at the work. The pass is great. And Lima, well, sometimes that just happens.
Yeah, you just can't ask for a better attack into the basket and cutting an offensive flow.
Up top to Eddie Tavares. Lima will try again, try to hand it back out to Big Eddie. Robbins cleared lane and is happy to pick up 2 points.
Yeah, that's his first 2 points of the game. Not really have been sparking an offensive flow that we thought we would see in this tournament. So hopefully he gets something in his rhythm, as this is the last game for them in Group A.
A little bit of a run building for Rwanda. Mendez, extra pass. Will Tavares, corner 3 strong. Mendez, they're on the board. Almeida will try. Still not there. Chased down again. Crashing the glass hard. They get their 36th rebound.
11 offensive rebounds for them. As you see here, Mendes trying to get the ball back, but it was blocked off from
33% from the three-point line. They've made 6 of their 18 shots. Now Twa, and nothing but net on that three-point shot.
They're getting those stops that they want and converting this time in the third quarter on the offensive end, and they continue to do that through the whole game. They will shorten up the score.
Importantly, they finding some rhythm are Cabo Verde, or rather Team Rwanda. $13 points here for Rwanda. Tavares given a breather again. Final 2:30 of this third quarter. Will Tavares, shot clock winds down. He's got to go. Does. Pulls up with one leg. There is Kennedy Mendez. Another offensive board.
Again, he's just relentless right now. The captain, Mendez, is continuing to show up in every single possession so far. He has 7 points and just grabbing those rebounds.
They've been limited to 18 rebounds, has Team Rwanda. They've almost doubled the amount of rebounds that Rwanda has. And just not been able to turn those second chance opportunities into points. Have Cabo Verde. Second free throw drops in. Ward deflected. Tavares don't have numbers, but Lima follows on the miss from Tavares, and this time gets the finish. Been a good show of sportsmanship between these two teams. Prince Twa. And here, Ward wrapped up there inside the paint against Gomes.
Again, a different penetration when you see Rwanda without Tavares in there, but you see the putback from Lima on that transition bucket where Will Tavares just couldn't make it. But again, Lima around the basket, Mendes around the baskets, really giving second and third chance opportunities for Cape Verde.
Mason Ward gets both at the free throw line. Pushes his total up to 8. Patrick Lima got 10 points and 8 rebounds. Here is Lima. 4 of 9 from the field. The kick out to Almeida. Almeida shot! And the sharp shooting from Almeida continues.
He's been very consistent in this tournament on that three-point line for Cape Verde.
Second shot fall in from Almeida. It was 55% from the three-point line at the start of the game. Almeida in transition. Mendes powers it up and powers it in as the boards and the rebounds. He flexes on the finish there, Kennedy Mendes.
He's not even giving, he is very 3 for 3. Consistent shooting now for Mendes in this game.
These points go up to 10 now. The second scorer in double digits for Cabo Verde. They are working the interior. Lima, Gomes, the pull up in rhythm. It comes off the front iron. Looking for transition points. Robbins, kick, Ward has hit one. Strong again. Mendes picking up rebounds on defensive and offensive end. Third board for him. Almeida left alone and inside it goes. It's too much time and space for sharp shooting Almeida.
Great ball movement from Cape Verde.
And there is the quick reply of Gumentwari up the floor. And they steal one back, but it is going to bring an exciting third quarter to a close. Almeida thought he got the last score of the third quarter. Heads up play by Rwanda and Gumentwari, and they move it up the floor to Rwanda. 61-41 at the end of 3. And we still have 10 more minutes left in this one.
Up by 20 points. We see 55 from the two-point line for Cape Verde and 36 from the two-point line for Rwanda and 38 from the three-point line, shooting and making 8 threes in today's game so far as Cape Verde leads the way.
So 1-1 the record is so far in group play, looking to take it to 2-1 and make it interesting. There is Eddie Tavares, who got his first score in this third quarter in the game. Patrick Lima has been superb. Work on the offensive glass, work in the open floor, and their work on the boards has been one of the central themes for Cabo Verde.
The way Cape Verde is not giving up on any possession offensively, they're getting second and third chance points. When they're not making the shots, they're being relentless, and this was that dunk from Tavares, slamming it down, making that his 6 points of the game.
Where they have tried to capitalize is out in transition whenever the opportunity has arisen. And sometimes those turnovers, because of pushing the pace, you see the work here. And once again, on the follow there is Lima. 10 points, 8 boards. He's got 3 assists, putting together quite an all-round performance. Almeida has powered his way to 11 points on the back of back-to-back threes.
Yeah, he has 3 threes out of 5, just shooting very high for this team. As the score is saying it from itself, the way that they play, the way that they're playing together and facilitating the ball, moving the ball, and it is truly the second chance points with 20 Cape Verde second chance points and 34 points in the paint.
They have 15 offensive rebounds. Rwanda has 19 rebounds total, and that speaks for itself.
Yeah, that's just not enough. They need to get going in this fourth quarter. They have 10 minutes to close this gap.
Agumenwari and Habimana, Ward, Furaha, and Twa, the chosen 5 for Coach Sheikh Sarr. Faraha pressured there. Mendez does enough to force the turnover. Faraha steps out of bounds. So start of the third quarter started with a turnover for Cabo Verde. This one starts with a turnover for Rwanda, and that'll see Faraha head out. Dizeye's back in.
10 points for Rwanda to make and answer back to the way that Cape Verde has been playing all game long. They have 0 wins in this Group A phase.
Still, we'll hold hope of trying to turn this around. Mendez. Almeida. Joel Almeida slides left there. It's tapped into the hands of Habimana. Trying to find Dizeye. Ward picks up the dribble. Twa. 8 points for him. Twa. Gumanwari on the handoff. The runner almost tapped in. Anderson Correa, limited minutes in this one. He gets a touch of the ball. Ivan Almeida calling his brothers. Joel with space, top of the key, and no defense there. He's going to take advantage and pick up 2 more, move to 13.
Now he has 5 more points than he did in the last game. The way that he's playing with confidence is going to be needed through the rest of this tournament, as he's one of the shooters for Cape Verde.
He does help them space the floor. Dizeye, perfect reply. Needs to continue to do that. Moves up to 12.
He's playing relentlessly on both ends of the floor, just not giving up no matter what the score is.
Foul call. Timely run here for Rwanda can put some pressure back on Cabo Verde. Second foul, first team foul. Skomzu picks that up. Now the substitution. Mendez for Lopes. Nori Habimana for Rwanda. Dancing. Habimana fires from the elbow. Trying to chase down Dizeye, couldn't get it. Almeida in the free flow of fast break offense. Lopes fakes and tries to go. It's Kevin Gomes who close range again, can't find his touch.
They really did stop and shut down Habimana. The way that they are guarding him, he's unable to score for Rwanda. He's 1 for 7.
Ward's three-pointer is strong. Dizeye wrestles it back. It's knocked out of his hands by Lopes. Correa, the kick out, the extra pass, finds Almeida, and Ward spikes it right out.
We've definitely seen Ward do that in this tournament, where he's running out on shooters and swatting the ball. But of course, he did exactly what he should do, because Almeida is a three-point shooter, very high, consistent shooter for Cape Verde.
It's his wingspan and quick jump that allows him to just pick up the block. Almeida will shoot and hit, and he is locked in from long range. Somebody put some water on that man. Heating up.
He's very consistent from the three-point line, being one of the best shooters for Cape Verde, and he has the green light to let it fly.
4 of 7 now. Twa! He's also got the hot hand on the other side. He now moves up over the double-digit mark. 11 for Twa. Almeida feeds back. They're not going away. Our Team Rwanda. Correa. Tempted to shoot and does take the shot. Ward there. Twa. Turning in. That's a beautiful move. And scintillating stuff there from Twa inside the paint.
A nice spin move towards the basket, going down here for Prince Twa, as he has 4 points in today's game. for Rwanda.
Fighting back. There's a timeout call with 6:07 left on the floor. 66-49. Fight back is good here. They've pulled back 5 points, trying to get a run going of their own.
Yeah, we see here just the attack from Lima and the kick out to Almeida, as he's been very consistent on that three-point line. He has a green light to spot up on any time and knock down those threes, and he also can pull up, and that's how you know you're a threat on the floor, because everyone's rushing at you on the three-point line, but you can also attack the basket. And he's leading with 16 points, 2 for 2 on the twos, and then 4 for 8 on the three-point line. He has 16 points and 4 rebounds. Just playing amazing.
Superb, and that takes him now to 9 makes in the 3 games. This speaks to his consistency from outside, and has given them more than floor spacing, has given them a real threat every time they're out and they look for him, and he continues to deliver whenever he can. So, leading the way is 36-year-old Joel Almeida. 39 years old before get that correction right in there. Ivan, Kevin, Gomez, Joel, pull up inside. He's got the green light for sure. Looking for him. Abimana, Ward in rhythm. Ward rewarded as he drops in the 3.
He has 9 points and 6 rebounds in today's game so far.
Making it even more interesting. Correa, strong on the shot. Ward, 7th rebound.
And there's still enough time for Rwanda to continue to get those stops and get scores like we're just seeing right now, and making it more easier for them to get in the flow of their offense.
Well, no answers as to what happened in the rotation there from Cabo Verde. Everybody looking at each other. Meanwhile, the game is now a 12-point game. Taking full advantage. Correa inside, trying to couple outside. The baseline shot is good. Nate restores some calm. Kizeye on the catch and shoot. Kizeye shot off the 10. Now Ivan Almeida steps back. Adventurous shot making there from Almeida. Pitched ahead of everyone, and they will continue to fight here. Mutabazi receives happily.
And we said on the beginning of the game to push the tempo and quick transition plays to create that early scoring for Rwanda. And we've seen that already 3 times already. This would be the 4th if...
Lope says no way. Sends that one right out.
Yeah, they have to make up for their defensive mistakes, because 3 times Rwanda was able to get a full court transitional basket. But you see here the block shot from Lope saying, "Nuh-uh, not in my house and not today."
They were taking full advantage of the fast break opportunities in the last 2 minutes. They pushed their fast break points up to about 16. And we have a timeout here. The fight back is on. This one is still within reach for Team Rwanda, and they know it.
There's more than enough time to continue to close the gap for Rwanda. But if you're Cape Verde, just get back on defense. You know this team is young. You know they have fresh legs, and they can just jump out of this gym. But understanding if you're not going to get that offensive rebound, you send 1-2 immediately back to get that stop and that transition of flow.
That transition scoring helping them. Also, the ability to knock down some threes. The perimeter has opened up. They've taken 30 attempts to knock down 10. And there is Hasten Ward stepping into the 3 ball. Takes his total to 10. 3 players in double digits for Rwanda. 3 players in double digits for Cabo Verde. Twa, Ward, Kizeye leading the way.
They have Ward with 10 points and 7 rebounds and 16 fast break points for Rwanda.
Finds a seam, does Twa. battling hard. Mutabazi tangled up there with Tavares. Whistle's called for the foul. There's been low instances of foul calling here in this one. Free throw line is not really featured at all in the stat lines. Just 2 or 4 for Rwanda, and 3 or 4 for Cape Verde. Drives on in as Tavares in. Oh, that man Ward skies in. And he continues to attack in the air.
Time and time again, every game we've seen him do that, being relentless on those offensive rebounds to get a slam dunk. He has 10 points and 7 rebounds.
Assault in the air with a tend to do rim harm. That's what he does. That's up top. Ten-point game it is. The pressure is right back on the Blue Sharks.
Still enough time for Rwanda.
Trying to feed it into Lobes. Can't hold the pass. Correa steals it back. That's sharp work. Saves the possession for Cabo Verde. Now Correa working. Correa. It opened right up. He blew the layup.
Great move to the basket, but he just couldn't convert.
Twa to Habimana. Feeds back out to Twa. Now they move the ball between each other. Habimana and Almeida walking into the area there where Habimana would take the shot. 3 makes here from Nori Habimana, and then we have even more of a game.
You see here the foul that Almeida did to Habimana, and we've talked about how close this game was, and that dunk from Ward, we've seen it time and time again as he has 12 points. But just the fact that Habimana can take his time, he has 3 free throw attempts right now, and that could cut the lead for Rwanda with the 2 minutes and 41 seconds left.
So, Joel Almeida heads out with 16 points. Habimana has to hold here. Gets the second. 5 of 7 from the free throw line throughout the competition. Third one drops in. So job done.
I mean, the largest lead in this game was 22 points. And now Rwanda only down by 7. This is a relentless young team that does not give up.
They have not led in this one. Gomes trying to create and does. Makes the elbow shot.
We like that response from Gomes as he is in double-digit scoring so far with 10 points.
The 4th player for Cabo Verde to move into double digits. Now it's Gomes again on the pressure there. Habimana keeps it. Dizeye short. Technical foul called. Will Tavares. And so will be 1 shot. There's interference on the shot. See if we can see how that works. So he reaches out, touches the shirt of the shooter. Technical foul called. Correa's out now. So is Lopes. The 2 Almeida brothers come back in. Dizeye makes it.
Cutting the lead to 8 points.
They still have possession of the ball though. So a stop. Part of the plan here for Rwanda. Almeida to his brother Ivan. Mutabazi called in the first team foul for Rwanda.
Which they have, that will be absolutely in their favor. The fact that in 1 minute and 52 seconds left in the 4th quarter there, you have 1 foul that they just gave. So we'll see them foul to get the clock in their favor.
And they can also push up a little bit more. They can be more aggressive to try and push for the steal. 8-point game. Now the lob to Tavares. You see Ward trying to take advantage of that extra aggression. His third foul. Work done off the ball from Almeida. They try to get Eddie Tavares the basketball. The extra pass to Gomes. Baseline three, strong. Habimana trying to steal this back. Ward shot. The pass was good. Shot selection, can't fault it, just couldn't make it.
But if they attack the basket, they'll be in the foul trouble.
Up top they go. The right idea as well. And Tavares couldn't finish. So nerves starting to play the play of the players. The call from Habimana. He has space. Comes off the front iron. They try the three ball again. That would have taken the game to within 5. Jordan Dizeye pressuring there.
I just think Rwanda, even though they're trying to knock some threes down because the time is winding down, they need to understand if they get one more foul, if they attack the basket, Cape Verde will probably end up fouling, or they'll make the basket, and then they'll be in the bonus. And they could have done this at a minute and 35 seconds less in the game, and that's where you have to understand with your experience and your youth to understand the shot clock, to understand the position, to understand the foul count that you have when it comes to games like this, because they're only down 8 points.
And you bring in the possession count, put some more scoreboard pressure on the opponent, and you don't know what can happen on the next possession. Now, with the 2 missed shots, they gave possession back to Cabo Verde, and the timeout called on the floor here. 8-point game. Coach Shiksar trying to get his troops to work to their strategy. 16 and 15, that's the turnover count. 9 and 8, that's the steal count. One thing there you see is that the shot count is exactly the same for both teams, 67 attempts. It's a differential has, I think, primarily been the three-point shooting and the ability to put the ball in on second chance opportunities.
I mean, Cape Verde has just been more consistent with made baskets than Rwanda. As you saw, they both attempted 67 shots in the field, but just more percentage-wise, Cape Verde has converted.
So Almeida for the blue shirt. Now the pressure comes. They lob up to Tavares. Takes his time. Can't finish. Ward taps it away. Tavares would have wanted to finish that on the first attempt. Ward kicks to the corner. Dizeye fires off the three. There was a deflection. The block from Tavares. Now they're forced to foul Almeida. And again, they opt for the three-pointer instead of attacking inside the paint.
That could have been an easy 2, and then you'll just be in the same position. It would have been Cape Verde's ball, then you would have fouled. So I don't understand why they're just settling for those 3 offensive possessions for 3-point shots when they could have just went for the 2, got the foul, went to the free throw line. That easy layup Ward had.
And now they really have to shoot the 3 with just 30 seconds left. The option taken away from them. Ivan Almeida's pressured. There is the unsportsmanlike foul. Never scared to get tangled up. Temper's starting to rise high here.
And you see here just the foul from Courtois. He did say, my bad, my bad.
Try to wrap around there. And Almeida goes down the ground hard. And sportsmanlike foul is called, so it'll be 2 shots and possession.
And this is where you see experience and youth when it comes down to the last seconds and the last minute or possessions of the game. You could definitely see that experienced team has that poise and patience and that knowledge of the clock, while the the youth is just trying to just score. But you have to score with a purpose. You got to understand there's many things that were on the side of Rwanda. That was them being in the bonus. If they would have went to the basket and attack, those three-point opportunities that they shot with 1 minute and 35 seconds left in the fourth, it could have been conversion of 2-point baskets. But that's just knowing the knowledge of the game of basketball when it matters the most.
Meanwhile, the experience of Almeida knocks down 2 free throws, extends the lead back up to 10 points. And we have a timeout once again. Shot the ball at 75%. Ivan Almeida able to draw fouls, and it's because it's he's able to impact the game, whether from a free throw line, whether it's playmaking. And again, we harp on it, but you just see it unfold there. And that's big play because it pushes it up to 10 points and has put the pressure right back on Rwanda. They were thinking about a 5-point lead. Now they're looking at a 10-point differential.
Yeah, but you talk about Ivan Almeida and what he brings to this team, not only defensively, but offensively, and things that we don't see on the stat sheet, he also does. He just is a high-energy, energized player in every single possession. He knows how to use his body to create that foul. He's a good leader on the team, speaking to his teammates and just giving that energy anytime needed.
Hoping to advance and give themselves an opportunity to wait and see what happens in the next game. A 2-1 record here for Cabo Verde, as Cote d'Ivoire and the DRC. Well, they have the next fixture. 2-1, 2-0 are Cote d'Ivoire. All they have to do is win the game against DRC and they will advance to the quarterfinal. If they lose to the DRC, then it becomes a really interesting one, and we'll have a look. And they should still be able to advance on the head-to-head. Cape Verde, though. And Joel Almeida. Made his debut for Cabo Verde in the 09 AfroBasket. Played in the Champions League for Benfica of Portugal. Go to the BAL with Al Ahly Sporting Club. Has played for Creole Star, the team he helped found with his brother. All BAL second team this year. It's had quite the year.
You just listed off of experience after experience after experience for players on Cape Verde.
It's pitched ahead now. They'll pass to Tavares, and that's going to be the exclamation mark. And Cabo Verde, they're happy to just put pressure on Rwanda. They're not going to pick up a win in this year's tournament. So Cabo Verde improved their record to 2-1, and they'll wait and see what happens in the next game in Group A. But 2 of the 3 games, they've been able to put together winning performances. So after that 1-point disappointment, they turn it around. 75-62, that's how it ends here in Mozambique.
It came down to the 51% against the 38% from the 2-point line for Rwanda, and just 29% of shooting on the 3-point line. But it's the big rebound for Cape Verde, 53 to Rwanda's 33, and that's just a big gap that we saw as we take a look at the top scorers.
Almeida 17, Tuan 13. Dizeye was great for his 13 as well. So see the conversation between Prince Twa and Almeida. It's all war inside in the paint. When the game is done, it's the brotherhood of basketball, and that's the way that the game is played. And you love to see that between young and old.
We saw a lot of good sportsmanlike plays where they're picking up each other. They're even talking to each other on both teams. So the way that they came together after this, after that foul that we saw was just good. Just to see what the game of basketball brings. You bring sportsmanship. You bring, you know, just connectiveness, and we've seen a lot of that in this tournament.
So with the work that they've done, they now move to the top of Group A. It was a 75-66 win over Congo, 81-82 loss over Cote d'Ivoire. 75-62, that's how it ends. And Cabo Verde Blue Sharks, they pick up the win to close out their Group A campaign.
And you see brother to brother, Almeida to Almeida, as he curled off of that pin down and makes that two-point shot. He shot so well in today's game as he led with 17 points and 7 rebounds.
Ivan Almeida feeds Correa, who struggled with a couple of shots from the perimeter, went inside and found some joy, and you see happiness from Coach Troboada.
And this was the plays when Rwanda was trying to get back in the game, when they were attacking the basket and trying to be on an offensive threat, but it wasn't too long where Cape Verde came back. But you saw that dunk from Ward, and again, Gomes just being aggressive on the offensive end and just bringing that hustleness to Cape Verde.
A lot of good work from the variety of players on the floor from Cabo Verde. Will Tavares is one of them, and here is the pass into the paint, and Tavares happy to finish inside. 6 points for him, 3 rebounds. Patrick Lima, 10 points and 8 boards, and every time they moved the ball up the floor, they found a good result. Joel Almeida, he led the way entirely, 17 points, 7 rebounds to cap a performance for Cape Verde. So there it is as it stands. Played 3, 2-1's the record, 5 points for Cape Verde. We wait to see what happens in the next one. If Congo DR win, all the teams will move to a 2-1 record, and then we will look at goal differential. But for Rwanda, unfortunately, the tournament has come to an end, and they will leave Namib and the AfroBasket 2025 without a win this campaign. Hashtag AfroBasket if you want to join the conversation. There's been a lot of fantastic continental basketball play, and with the classification to the quarterfinals drawing ever closer, there's a lot to talk about. So right now in Mosamech, we take a little breather because on the other side of this, we have the second one in Group A, and we'll see you then. So from Quinton Denason, Ifi Ibekwe, and the team, see you shortly.